And that's what I'm doing on day 13. Walking my way, road walking, trying to get over, starting my trip over to Hot Springs, the road walk, the big long road walk. I feel like I'm part of the movie The Green Mile, you know, dead man walking. All right, anyway, the long Green Mile, I think it was. All right, you guys take care. Today, the Grand Loop of the Black Hills continues. Okay, later. Bye. All right. Burgers, fries, and shake. Homemade ice cream. Downtown Hot Springs. Two Cows Creamery and Bistro. All right, made it to Hot Springs, staying at the Stay USA Hotel and Suites, and yeah, getting ready to have ourselves, a zero. Yeah, a zero. Hallelujah. All right, the Grand Loop continues. Final road walk, Hot Springs to Wind Cave. That's it. Tomorrow, Centennial Trail. Yee-haw! Today is Tuesday, the 16th. We just started on the last part of this Grand Loop, which is the Centennial Trail. We're down here in Wind Cave. Be taking about a few days to get to Bear Butte. Yeah, there you go. There's your big old bison out there. We are in Wind Cave National Park, working our way north. So, yeah, I've always loved this little part of the valley because of that colors. Look at the colors. Isn't that beautiful? There you go. All right. Yep. Oh, man. Here we go. Yep. That's looking into, over there, that's looking into Custer State Park. Beautiful cloud formation. Yep. Storming to the north of us. We're heading that direction, but it's moving that, so we're in good shape for now. This is when you're in Wind Cave, you want to. The Centennial Trail is actually trail number 6. Right there. Once you get into Custer and beyond, it's 89. So it's Centennial Trail. 1889 is when South Dakota became a state. And in 1989 is when they had established the trail system here. So they ended up calling it Centennial Trail or Trail 89. There you go. All right, we're going to get on out of here. We got to go down, grab water, go find a place to do some stealth camping, and we're probably going to call it a day. All right. We're gone. We're going down and around and down there to that dirt road. And good morning. It is Wednesday, September 17th, 7th. A bad storm's expected to be coming in about between now and 8, and it's going to last all day until about 3 in the morning. So we're going to probably just hunker down, and we always carry an extra day, a little extra food for situations like this. We literally did nothing yesterday, so sorry about the Wednesday. We laid up, so the weather was just horrible, so we got rained in, so it was like emergency down day. So it was bad. The weather was just crappy, so we figured we'd just hold up in our tents instead of risking hypothermia and dying. And it looks like the weather's just going to get better and better and better for hopefully the rest of the trip. All right, anyway, check out the scenery. Here we are. We are now officially on the we've been on the Centennial Trail, but now we're getting the 89 markers. So, all right, later. Bye. Centennial Trail. And this is a beautiful valley. South Dakota, we're heading that direction. Just want to give you a big show here. Heading to French Creek. Yeehaw. That's a road way down there. Anyway, I'm going to go up and around that way. But yeah, beautiful. Yeah, these are our neighbors tonight. We're here at French Creek, and look at all the longhorn sheep. Yeah, we got babies and mews and everything. I guess that's what they say. Yeah, mews. So we're going to have to disturb them a little bit so we can set up our tents and all. Hopefully they won't get too scared. All right, that's it. Yep. Today is Thursday, and we're getting ready to call it a day. And I'm over here in my Durston, and we are at French Creek, one of my favorite places. I really like it. But anyway, it is getting late. It's becoming hiker's midnight. It's 6:38, and we're going to bed. Tomorrow we're gonna hike over to Legion Lake. That's another beautiful spot. Today was intense. Had a few tough uphills, and had to make miles. We did about 8 miles today, something like that. But for a lot of you guys, it doesn't sound like a lot, but you know, this environment out here and the ups and downs are a lot different. Plus, it was pretty dry, so it's not like there's water flowing everywhere out here. And we missed out a storm. We thought we were going to get hit. Actually moved on. Ended up being a beautiful day. So this is French Creek from my location right now, from my campsite. I'll just pan easy. Yeah. There's the creek. Guess the name. You get 2 tries and the first 2 don't count. Alright. Got to name that creek. I wonder what it's called. There you go. Just gave you a 360 degree of the campsite. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and call it a day myself and get back to you. Yep. Good night. All right, day 19 of the Grand Loop of the Black Hills. We're heading to Legion Lake. Yeah, Friday the 19th. Beautiful blue skies, light cloud cover, and we're getting ready to pursue that uphill that stands between us and Legion Lake. Matter of fact, it's right after you leave French Creek. You got to climb this really steep, messy hill to get up to the top to cross over towards Legion Lake. So that's what we're going to be doing today, and catch you later. Bye. Good morning. We just left French Creek, and this is one of several water crossings we got to do. All right, water crossing number 2. Here we go. I'll let you watch my feet. Yeah. Whale farming. If I could use both my trekking poles, I could get across faster. But for entertainment purposes, I'm holding this camera. So y'all need to send me a big thumbs up and a like and subscribe. There we go. We're heading that way, and we got to climb up that. Climb out of that. Okay. Day 19 of the Grand Loop.
Isn't it day 20?
All right. Well, I just conquered climbing out of French Creek, and I'm where this is what I call Heaven's Gate. Right here. Goes from this tree over to that tree, and it's where it tops out. After a climb like that, this is what you see when you get to the top, and that's all downhill right there. Beautiful scenery, absolutely gorgeous scenery. Yep, it's a sight that you earn. All right, catch you in a minute. What a sight for sore eyes. Yep. French Creek. Over here to Legion Lake. Time to go get something to eat. Yep. If you haven't eaten at the Legion Lake Lodge, you should. All right, there you go. Y'all take care. I'll be back. All right, today's Saturday, September 20th. Guess how many days we've been on trail? I got 2 guesses. First 2 don't count. We're going to 3 guesses first. Iron Creek Horse Camp today. We just left Legion Lake, and I'll show you where we're at. Anyway, if you look up here on the side, you can see that everything's starting to get taller. Things are getting taller and bigger as we get deeper into the Black Hills. I'm in the cut. Take a look. Look now. You see all that green? Those are trees. I told you, these companies replant. It's okay to use paper products. See? These are all, this is a brand new forest that you see getting ready. It's growing right here in front of us. There you go, and there's a lot more. It goes on for, I don't know, acres and acres and acres and acres and acres of it. All right, anyway, I just wanted to show you. That's a pretty good deal. All right. And good morning. Today is September 21st, the 21st day on trail, doing the grand loop of the Black Hills, and it's cold. Yeah, it's in the 30s. It was in the 30s this morning. But anyway, we're here at Iron Creek Horse Camp, and we'll be on our way to Mount Rushmore and then down to Horse Thief Lake today. So that be the plan. So that was our campsite. Yes, I actually camped here legally last night. I paid. So, but being a senior person, I was able to get it for half price. So there you go. If you get a chance to camp here, it's not bad. All right. So anyway, good morning. I will give you a 360 of the Iron Creek Horse Camp. There you go. Now this road circles around. It's a loop, and we're on the first part of the loop. But if you follow this road around, There's a lot of stables and a horse trough and all that over on that side. And horse trough's a great place for water. You do have to filter it, but it's very, 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 very clean. So, yeah. So if you're hiking the Centennial Trail, that's how you do it. So you get your water from the horse trough. But today's also the autumnal equinox. So 12/12, there we go. So that's it. That's all I got to say. I'm alive. Later, from Iron Creek Horse Camp, salute. Yep, today we're going to be doing the trenches. That's from Iron Creek to down there over to Horse Thief. This is all trench day. Show them to you later. So anyway, we'll be hiking trenches. Bye. All right, this is probably the 6th time. This will be, number 6 that I've shown this to you. Because this is my 6th time doing the Centennial Trail now. As part of the Grand Loop, you got to do all the Centennial Trail. So, and one of the things about it takes you by this little spot right here. And if you look on closely to your big screen TV, you know, if you're looking real close, right through there, you should be able to see George Washington and Abraham Lincoln's heads. That's Mount Rushmore, yeah. So that's pretty cool. I've been teary-eyed up here and cried and all that, so I'll try not to do that, but I think this is going to be I've said this before, but this may be my farewell to the Centennial Trail in this area. As of hiking and stuff goes, I might come up. I want to come up. I've got friends that I've established up here now. I'll probably come up and see them. You know, I miss them. They don't want to come to Florida, too hot. They burn up and melt. So I got to bring myself up here. But anyway, I just want to thank Margaret for her support and everything she's doing. Tim, Lenny's husband, and all the work he's been doing, all the support. John and Bridget over at Roaming Around, and Carolyn and Dean, and Richard Krim, all you guys. Thank you so much for everything you do. I'd like to also thank all those people I've met on trail, and all the business people that's been so nice and so forth. I'm not done yet. Of the Centennial. I'm only coming up on halfway here. I think tomorrow will mark the halfway part of the Centennial Trail. So I still got a ways to go, but I had a few minutes to thank everyone, so that's what I did. All right, there you go. I'll let you be. Salute. Mount Rushmore. Alright, made it towards the lake. Tomorrow's the big day. We gotta leave here, take Big Pine Trailhead, which is the Centennial Trail, get back up on that, and go all the way to the north side of Sheridan Lake. Yeah, and we gotta go over Semelius at the same time. And guess what? I'm still in campsite 2 at Horse Thief. This is my sixth time. I take it back. My 5th, because I had to stay out of the park one time because it was closed. But yeah, 5 times I've been at campsite 2. Anyway, thank you, Tina, here at Horse Thief Lake, for being so kind. And appreciate it. We'll get back with you tomorrow. Yeah. So from Horse Thief Lake, good night. Monday, September 22nd. Thought you might like going through an aspen grove. We're on our way to Semelius. We live at Horse Thief Lake. And yeah, and we have a water drop waiting for us, because one thing about this trail, there are places where it's dry. So if you don't have water drops, then you have to do these huge, big water carries. So it's just whatever. I happen to have a water drop set up for us. So there you go. All right. Take care. Be back. That's Semelius. We got to climb that today. Climbing Semelius is what separates us from where we are now to Sheridan Lake. Yes, indeedy. Today is the 22nd of September, 22nd day on trail. The grand loop of the Black Hills continues. Yeah. Yep, we're coming up on the tunnel on the way to Semelius. Yes, indeed. Here's the tunnel. Onward, Semelius, onward, Semelius. We are hiking the Centennial Trail. And we go, and we go, and we never know how to stop. Onward we go to Semelius. Ha 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 ha. Whoa! Mud. I better put it away so I don't slip. All right, later. Time is 3:10. I'm working my way down off the top of Semelius, or whatever peak that is. I've already done the ridgeline thing, so I'm working my way down. If you want to see what it looks like in here on the downside, heading towards Sheridan Lake, it looks like this. Isn't that pretty? I'm just heading that away. There you go. That's it. Hope to get off this mountain. rain. I didn't get any pictures from above. First of all, it looks like the trees have grown since I've been here, and also the weather's been shutting out. It's trying to rain, so I just ran the ridge line and headed on down. So anyway, later. It's 5:12 in the afternoon. It's still Monday the 22nd, and I'm now on the Flume Trail. Gotten rid of some Elias, and I'm trying to get my way over to the Sheridan Lake Road over in that area where the Centennial Trail joins to Sheridan Lake Road. Yeah, I'm tired. Yeah, very much. And I'm trying to beat some storms. Sounds like rain in the background. All right. Anyway, I'm going this way. There's the lake right there. You probably, I may remember videos in the past where I was on the Flume Trail. Well, this is it again. It's part of the Centennial Trail. Good morning. Today is September 24th. I've been dropped off. I'm back at Dakota Point, heading northbound. So Dakota Point onwards, northward towards Bear Butte. The Grand Loop continues. Yes. Thank you, Dean and Carolyn, for dropping me off here at Dakota Point. These are the power lines that you come across between Dakota Point and Pactola Reservoir as you're hiking across by the Twin Sisters and all that stuff. So today is September 24th, and we're heading towards Pactola Reservoir. How about that? All right. The section between Sheridan Lake and Pactola Reservoir is got a real pretty little aspen section in it. I figured you might like it, so here we go. We'll do it. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, I've always liked this section. Yep, in a little under 3 hours, I went from Sheridan Lake Road got past the Twin Sisters. Now I'm in the big open. There's 4 big climbs between Sheridan Road and this spot right here. Climb number 1 and climb number 4. Oh yeah. Climb 4 I call fences and birdhouses. It's a doozy. Anyway, September 24th. And we're heading northbound towards Pactola Reservoir. Brush Creek, yeah. I started today over on Sheridan, on Sheridan Road. There at what is it? Heck, I can't even remember my place there. Anyway, I started this morning over on Sheridan Road at 9:30, and got here at 1:55. I'm at Brush Creek. That's not bad. That's 6.8 miles through all those terrible ups and downs between Sheridan Road and where I'm at. So I'm working my way north. So that's what I wanted to know. Wanted to let you know. Love you. Bye. What a day it's been. Yeah, today's the 24th still, and there was probably about 6 very long uphills. It was like uphills all day long. But anyway, back over that way, right in there, down there is the Pactola Reservoir and the dam. And so I'm just almost there. I just stopped. Figured I would set up and enjoy this ridgeline camp. I'm dry camping tonight, but I'm finally made it to the top of everything. There you go. And so hopefully tomorrow when I wake up, it'll be all downhill. That'll be good. So, yeah. So, but being like a good little camper, my tent's over there. But I'm eating and cooking way over here, so right there. I'm gonna be sitting on that log. There you go. So, but yeah, I'm gonna sit there. So there you go. And I have this nice little valley thing I'm looking at as well. So hopefully tonight the wind doesn't pick up and blow me off the mountain. But if it stays like this, wow, it's going to be so peaceful and so nice. I just might leave the vestibule open and just let the wind blow through, you know. That'd be cool, huh? Anyway, tomorrow, get up extra early, and I'm going to be trying to fight my way all the way to Nemo. So it's possible, because it's a lot easier. It's an easier walk than today. Today was really, really tough. Yeah. All right. So anyway, I'm going to get on cooking and get something to eat and call it a day. All right. Here we are. September 24th, 24th day. Still working on the Grand Loop of South Dakota. Or I'm sorry, the Grand Loop of the Black Hills. That's what we're working on. Whew. Still got about 60 miles to go. All right, take care. See ya. Bye-bye. Good morning. Today is Thursday, September 25th. 25th day on trail, doing the Grand Loop of the Black Hills, getting ready to head towards Nemo. That's where I'm going now. So yesterday was all about Sheridan Lake, starting on Sheridan Lake Road and getting as far as I can to Pactola Reservoir, and then Sheridan Lake, that'd be Dakota Point, that area right there, and then get to Pactola, and then today is Pactola to Nemo, if everything works out right. I hope so. We'll see. All right, so take care, and we'll catch you in a minute. Oh, let me show you my campsite. It was right there. That's where I was set up. Yeah, I came from up there, and I'm going that way. So we are still on the Centennial Trail portion of the Grand Loop. And there you go, see? And I am about halfway for the Centennial Trail and probably 3/4 of the way or so on the Grand Loop. So still have a ways to go, about 60 something miles, and I'll hopefully finish up. Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, September 25th, 2025. This old man, they call me OMO, you know that. That's why you're watching this channel. So anyway, I'm heading out that way, and I feel great. All right, you guys take care. Later. Yep, that little spot right down there has been my home overlooking Pactola Reservoir for years. Every time I come through here, that's always been my little spot. Too early in the day to stop this time. But anyway, thank you very much, little camp spot, for all these years of help. Yeah, today's still September 25th, but yeah, this morning I took a little detour. I wanted to get a picture off that Pactola Reservoir dam of the lake. It's a real pretty thing, but then I came back and got back on trail, so that's what I did. I purposely went over there and took a picture, and I got purposely back on trail. That's what I'm doing. And I'm still heading Still heading towards Nemo. Yeah, that detour to the dam was a bit longer than I had planned. So hopefully it added I don't know, probably at least 2 miles to the trip. So we'll see. All right, later. I've been climbing uphill for hours. I'm right here at a sort of a unique place. I'm pooped. Anyway, I'm right here at the junction where you would do the cutoff to Silver City. There you go. If anyone wants to do an all-expense-paid trip for me to Silver City, I'm good. And then you come on up here on the hill. By the time you finish this several mile long uphill, you cross over and they reward you with a disco ball. Yep. The disco ball is still here. There we go. How about that? Okay, onwards and upwards. I'm going to try to get to Sugar Shack. I'd love to get something to eat. I'll see what I can do. Next filming might be from Sugar Shack. I don't know. We'll see. Bye. And good morning. Today is Friday, the 26th day on trail. Yesterday I was able to get to where Box Shelter comes across Vanocker Canyon Road right there, and I got picked up by Dean, and then I got returned to there this morning. That was yesterday. And then this morning he dropped me off there about an hour and 15 minutes ago, back at the same place, right there at Vanocker Canyon Road where Centennial Trail is. And I'm still heading north towards Dalton Lake. And yeah, I think I'm doing good, taking my time, enjoying the scenery. It was just basically a very boring, long uphill. But I'm enjoying this nice walk along the top before I start to descend down towards Dalton Lake. So that's what's going on today. And the journey continues. All right. Yeah, a few years ago when I was up here and I was heading to Dalton Lake, I had lunch right there. But look at this site. Isn't that beautiful? Still just as gorgeous as always. I don't know if you can see that. And then way over there is the plains. That's not clouds. That's the plains out over that area. Yeah. And we're heading northbound towards those plains. But yeah, finally up here on the top. Been up here for a while. Did you see that little chipmunk? Look at him run. Look. See it? Look at that. See the chipmunk? He's coming this way. The little sucker's gonna beg for food, I bet. Anyway, last time I had an encounter with a chipmunk, he bit my big toe while I was asleep. I gotta say, that woke me up. He wanted some attention. So anyway, I'm going to keep going. On my way to Dalton Lake. Today is Friday. Yep, Friday, September 26th. The trail continues on. We're heading, if everything goes right, I'll be at summiting in Bear Butte in less than a week and be back, and this thing will The grand loop of the Black Hills will finally be completed, if God willing. All right. We're gonna go for now. All right, bye. Yeah, this pretty much is the only time something like this happens. It really narrows down, you know. Check it out. You come down through there and you go out through there. It's about the only time which you really feel boxed in, you know, on both sides for the whole trail. I mean, it's sort of a unique place. Anyway, we're heading on to Dalton Lake. Let's go. Well, here we are. I'm at Dalton Lake. I got dropped off about 3.5 hours ago. 3.5, 3 hours, 45 minutes, something like that. And I'm already at Dalton Lake. I started over on the other side, on Nemo, there at, oh well, I'll think about it. I'll post it like right there. Can't come to mind, but anyway, it's where I got picked up yesterday, and they dropped me off right back where I came out at. So, but yeah, there you go. Box shelter, that's it. Box shelter, yeah, where box shelter comes out. So that's where I got dropped off yesterday. I mean, where I got picked up at yesterday, where I got dropped off today. But yeah, I went from box shelter to here in 3.5 hours, comfortably. I mean, it wasn't that bad, you know. So, yeah, what a blessed day. It's been good. But I'm at Dalton Lake. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it way over there. People fishing. Yeah, so there's the big meanie across the lake. That's the start of Elk Creek. So what they're going to do, they've decided, Carol and Dean's decided to come pick me up here at Dalton. Let me go back with them, and then they're going to drop me off here first thing in the morning, and I'm going to continue on. So I don't have to set up my tent or anything. Yeehaw. I'm happy. Okay. Later. Bye-bye. All right, September 27th at Dalton Lake. Going across the little bridge here and heading right out that way, and then up all of that all day long. It's going to take all day. This is one of the hardest sections. Well, to me, I don't know. That whole twin sister section was pretty tough too. But anyway, Elk Creek's a big challenge if you can get it through that. The rest of the trail is a little more reasonable. All right, so that's it. Today's agenda is heading from Dalton Lake to the Elk Creek Trailhead. More to come later. I go right over that little bridge and right up that way. So, and here's a beautiful picture of the lake and people fishing. Folks have already caught a great big old trout there, I heard. So let's get on with it. The trail continues day by day, step by step. All right, later, bye. Yeah, in a little under an hour, I'm up on the first rise, you know. Now, it ain't over, because if you look over there, I still got to, you know, I've got this little flat section up here, and then it's going to climb. So I still got to get up there, you know. I got to get up and over that, and then it's going to take me on a steep downhill, if I remember correctly, almost to the base. And then I've got to do another big climb up another big thing over there and wrap around, and then start the descent to Elk Creek Trailhead. But yeah, this first little rise here is wonderful, because you know, you got this uphill that you're doing, and for a solid hour it's just uphill, and then all of a sudden you get this nice little break. So let's go walking. Isn't that pretty? Okay. Anyway, I'm going to come around. There should be a nice overlook. I'll take some pictures and put them in along with this video. All right, we're going between Dalton Lake and the Elk Creek trailhead. Between those two trailheads. That's where we're going northbound, heading towards Bear Butte. All righty. Later, people. Yeah, it's been about 2 hours. Finally reached the summit of this first section out of Dalton Lake. This is looking south. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Yep. We're above Dalton Lake, heading to the Elk Creek trailhead. Came from there and going that way. Yeah. Isn't that just gorgeous up here? I know you want to be here, right? All right. Later. Crooked tree. Yep, this is on Elk Creek. We're almost down to the Elk Creek trailhead. Won't be long now. Yeah, that's where you find this. You're gonna have to get out here and come find it. All right, see you. Okay, 6 hours and 45 minutes later, I have arrived at the Elk Creek trailhead from Dalton Lake. That is 12.8 miles. Yeah. I can't move. I'm tired. Yeah, I'm very tired. All right. Yeah. Today is Monday, September 29th at Elk Creek, and I'm leaving Elk Creek to go to that way, to Alkalide. Today is all about Elk Creek to Alkalide. We came from that direction. Let's look at the trail, okay? Here we go. Yeah, it took about almost 2 hours to climb out of the Elk Creek side. I'm now up here on this path, and I will be going to the Alkalide side now. Yeah, hopefully should be mostly downhill from here. Yeah. All the way to Interstate 90 and under, then over to Alkalide. Yeah, so maybe 7 miles, something like that. All right, later, Gator. All right, I'd like to thank the Acme Bicycles for putting a bench up here above Alkalide if you were heading southbound, or it's going to be here at the top looking down on Alkalide as you begin the great big descent down to, or descent down to the trailhead, Alkalide trailhead. So yeah, I'm sitting here overlooking stuff. I don't know if you can see that on your big screen way out there and over here, and if you look right through the bushes you can see the cars on the interstate. But yeah, I'm up on the top of whatever this is. It took 5 hours from Elk Creek to get here. I've already had lunch. I'm getting ready to head on down and get to Alkalide. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day to be neighbors. Would you be mine? Would you be mine? Would you be my neighbor? Do you know what time it is? It is tunnel time. Oh, I'm in the tunnel, and we're walking along here within the tunnel as we listen to the cars roll over the top of our heads, and we listen to the trucks rolling over the top of our heads. So we're in the tunnel, and we're coming to the other side just for you. And we're coming out right here at the end, and we're wondering what's going on. Here we are. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. There we go. As far as I know, I didn't step in any horse duty either. That's good. Yeah. Okay, let's get on to, we're almost to Alkalide. Yeah. We just go right up there and turn right. And we head towards Alkalide. All right. Take care. Today is Monday. Yep. September 29. The grand loop of the Black Hills continues. For real. Yep. And that means that we did all of the Mickelson, and we have almost finished the Centennial as well. So there you go, plus all the road walks. So yeah, it's been a long time. Yep, takes a while when, you know, you're trying to do it all. Takes a while. All right, later, bye. All right, let's see. Today was Elk Creek to Alkalide. I left Elk Creek at 7:30 this morning, and I arrived at Alkalide. You can see over there. Got here at 3:30. Tuesday, September 30th, here at the Alkalide campground. And it's 7 in the morning, and I'm heading to Bear Butte. Yes, indeedy. Just right down the road, I can actually see it. So, and I'll show it to you too. All right, later. Today is Tuesday, September 30th day on trail, working on the grand loop of the Black Hills. Yeah, and I'm overlooking Fort Meade. That's Fort Meade down there. And guess what? That's Bear Butte. So I'll be heading to Bear Butte today. I'm not going to summit today. I think I'm going to do it in the morning. But I am going to go, I probably have time to go all the way to the Visitor Center. I'll at least go to the Visitor Center, be done with that. And then in the morning, just start at the Visitor Center and head up to the top. And it'll be October 1st. And this quest will be over if everything goes well. I've just got to make it to the summit and back down to the Visitor Center. So first I got to get to the Visitor Center today so I can do that tomorrow. But anyway, let me give you a look-see while you're up here. So yeah, enjoy. So there you go. I'm up on this rise above town. You just got a 360. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed it. So let's get on down, get past Fort Meade and get across that great big plains on the other side of it and get ourselves on over to Bear Butte. All right. Later. Sage, wild sage, yeah, everywhere out here. Smells good. All right, we're in Fort Meade. Today is still Tuesday, September 30th. Yeah, on the 1st of September, day one, stopped right here and had lunch. Yeah, but they've done some cleaning up and straightening up. It's so organized, very nice. This is a black powder. Come to find out, this is a black powder muzzle loading shooting range. Yeah, and it's leased out by that rifle club. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. And there's the old infamous outhouse over there. You might remember Maggie come flying out of there years ago with murder hornets all over her. Axe throwing, it looks like. But anyway, I've got to go up onto that burn, down that way, and out across the field to reach Bear Butte. So I'm not having lunch, I'm having brunch. It's not even 10 o'clock yet. So yeah, I've been out for a while, but I am going to sit here and have brunch and just sort of reminisce. I guess if you wanted to consider it a loop, yeah, this would probably be the first official stop for the loop, but it's not. But technically speaking, this is where it would probably come to an end right here. But it's not over yet. Still got to go all the way to Bear Butte. Got to go to the summit and finish the Centennial Trail. Then come down to the statue bust of Frank Fool's Crow. So, yeah, that's what I got to do. So, not quite done yet, but we're getting there. Yep. Time to eat. All right, all I got to do is walk across that grazing land. There's Bear Butte there. Pretty. It's a scene that I probably won't get a chance to see again. I've been up here multiple times, and the loop is coming to an end. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. But anyway, we got to get on with it. Oh. So yeah, I'm going to cross over today. I'm going to go to the visitor center and see if my friend Jim's there and visit with him, and probably call it a day today. And then tomorrow we'll go for the summit and then back down and finish in the entire loop. Yep. The grand loop of the Black Hills. Yeah, how about that? And it all ends right over there. It started there and it's ending there. All right, let me get going. $85 degrees. 2 o'clock, Visitor Center, Bear Butte. Today is Tuesday the 30th. Tomorrow morning I summit, finish Centennial Trail, come down and touch Frank Fool's Crow statue, and that will finish the grand loop of the Black Hills. So tomorrow's going to be a big day. All right, later, bye. Okay, it's 8:40, October 1st. I'm getting ready to finish the Centennial Trail portion of the grand loop of the Black Hills, and then when I come down to the visitor center where I ended yesterday's hike, when I come down today to the visitor center, it will also end the first official grand loop of the Black Hills hike for South Dakota. So there you go. That's what's going on today. If I have any prayer cloths that are in the pictures is just coincidental, is by accident, and I want to apologize ahead of time. It is not intentional if something shows up in the photograph or a video. So because I do absolutely respect Native American tribes here and their religious practices. All right, so I'm just going to get started and let's do this thing. Last day, the finale. All right, later. Yep, I'm at the final. Let's do it this way. Yeah. Hang on, man. All right, I'm at the final bench on the way up to the summit. So yeah. Not much more to go, but a ways. Problem is the wind. Yep, and I'm also, I think, I'm at that age where my sure-footedness has sort of disappeared. All right, well, anyway, let me keep going. As you can tell earlier, I'm sort of up there, but not there yet. All right, later, bye. Yep, at 10:24, Wednesday, 31 days on trail. Today is October 1st. I'm just now finishing up the Centennial Trail, and I'm going to go down and tap Frank Fool Crow's statue, and that will finish the grand loop of the Black Hills. That was a long hike, continuous you're gonna do this, make sure it's non-stop. Yes, indeedy. Anyway, here you go. I'm at the summit of Bear Butte right now. Here's looking south, north. This is north, towards North Dakota. Yeah. And that's out to the west. All right, anyway, I'm going. I got to get down. Take care. See you in a little bit. Final day of a really, really long hike and sort of history making. As far as I know, I'm the only official documented person, and that's done what I've done. And this trail will be officially named the Grand Loop of the Black Hills. I got to the Bear Butte Visitor Center yesterday afternoon. You can see it over there, I hope. And today I got dropped off at the visitor center, and Frank Fool's Crow statue to officially end the Grand Loop of the Black Hills Trail. There you go. Almost 4 o'clock, October 7th, 2025. After a successful hike, hoping to have a successful flight back to Tallahassee. I'm right now in Rapid City, South Dakota. Yeah, it's been a great 5 weeks. It really has. All right. Oh, she's so happy. Hey, girlfriend, she's my baby girl. Oh, look at her, she's so happy. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm so happy to be here.